surrounded by unfriendly animals, her tenacity amazed all. Despite their harsh remarks, Mom shamelessly found her fishing uncle. Clearly, they knew her plan and avoided her, but the two elders couldn't shake her off and had to agree with a sigh. Before leaving, Mom repeatedly reminded her son to find the money, saying, "Don't let me down," as she left without turning back. Totally confused, Kate stood there, discovering through conversation that there were no phones or TV here, just like a modern-day postal service, wondering how her uncle survived such a dull existence. Through the talk, Kate learned there were no phones, TVs, or Wi-Fi. She wondered what her uncles did surprise. Not much. Suddenly, she felt these two idle uncles and their time-passing tricks were as mysterious as a TV show. "What's going on?" A car rolled up as she spoke. It was a businessman eager to pitch after hearing the old folks were wealthy. He wasn't ready for the warm welcome of two shotguns, which transformed him instantly into a scared little bunny. He sped away to escape the trouble. Soon the afternoon saw waves of salespeople. The salespeople's fate was clear. All were greeted by shotguns. Seeing Uncle celebrate, Kate realized this was his usual leisure. That night, Kate slept in the attic. The dark, shabby place scared her, but her adventurous spirit kept her from showing fear to Uncle. She bravely climbed up. As she made the bed, a key dropped. A locked box stood nearby. She felt a rush of excitement, thinking, could treasure be inside this box? Carefully, she opened the long sealed iron box, only to be greeted by a cloud of yellow. After digging through the dust, she found an old photo of a woman that looked a bit faded, yet still radiated an otherworldly beauty. Just as Kate pondered over the identity of the woman, a noise came from downstairs. Oh, it turns out Uncle was channeling his inner ghost. She rushed out, saw him drawing arrows with a plunger under moonlight. Was this sleepwalking? Uncle's archery stunned all. They didn't wake till dawn, finding Uncle gone without a trace. Uncle groggily complained the trendy new mattress left him sore, puzzling Kate further, especially when a crested sow appeared. It seemed the hen hinted at something to Kate. Curiosity drove her to finally ask, "Where have you been these 40 years? However, both uncles were being evasive, revealing absolutely nothing of value, just a waiting game. Later that night, Uncle was at it again, sleepwalking right by the lake. Kate nearly called out to him, only to be stopped by Uncle Tu, who said, "That's too risky." He warned Kate, sharing his own past experience. "I nearly got my neck twisted." Then, Uncle Tu miraculously imparted his skills, igniting Kate's curiosity. What happened 40 years ago? Animals also seemed interested. With the topic raised, Uncle Tu revealed his secret. In 1914, these uncles first traveled together in Europe. They booked the last ship ticket to Germany for nightlife fun, but drank too much and found themselves on a warship to North Africa. They had no choice but to join the ranks of soldiers and then got swept into the North African War. They fought many fierce battles, and each time Uncle Tu was in danger, Uncle One always swooped in to save the day. When the war ended, they split up. Uncle Tu continued his adventures, while Uncle One, feeling bored, kept serving with the army. Uncle One, appointed by North Africa's new Gulf, fought slave trade remnants, earning heroic tales just at the exciting part. To everyone's surprise, Uncle One suddenly woke up from his sleepwalking and unleashed a barrage of scolding, making it clear that the story had to pause for now. Back in her room, Kate's eyes were glued to the woman's photo, bursting with curiosity about what happened next. The next day, another relative popped in, clearly eyeing the brothers' fortune. But Uncle was too disinterested to give them a second look. They recognized Kate right away as the biggest competition, accusing her mom of being ungrateful, and came to the brothers to tell tales. They claimed Kate's mom would never return and threatened to send her to an orphanage, while Kate overheard every word they said. The man attempted to trick Kate. She kicked him and ran to a phone booth miles away, eager to tell her mom. Subtitles to her shock, her mom wasn't at work, and Kate realized she had been tricked again. Feeling overwhelmed and scared, Kate panicked while her uncles were worried about her safety and drove through the night to find her. They found Kate curled up in a corner at the farm and asked her what was next on her agenda. She pointed to her map, declaring she was heading to Mary Janeville. "Although I am aware that Mom isn't there, at least I won't have to stay in the orphanage any longer." Uncle deadpanned, "Good luck with Mary Janeville. Stay alert." Hearing that, Kate jumped up ready to leave, but both uncles felt bad for letting her venture alone. Uncle 1 had a plan, suggesting Kate stay. This way, they can ditch annoying relatives. Uncle 2's idea worked. Kate stayed longer. Next day, everyone sat idle at the door when the so-called distant relative shamelessly inquired about the two old-timers' assets. Before he could finish, another car appeared, and it was as if they all knew what was about to unfold. He immediately waved a white flag, and just as the brothers were about to retaliate with their guns, Kate suggested they see what the salespeople were peddling. With money, why fear? Uncle thought it reasonable and gave the salesman a chance. Lo and behold, the product he brought was a frisbee launcher, claiming it was a treasure only vigorous people could own. Clearly, the salesperson was ready, making Uncle 1 decide instantly. Later, they headed to the lakeside where Kate took charge of launching frisbees for Uncle, and they all had a blast that day. Over time, these two lovable seniors got hooked, buying from every door-to-door salesman.